For getting the start tonight, gaining some more experience with Carson Baker out earlier in the season. The first pass and it's deflected. And 5. Looking, Anthony feels pressure, escapes the pocket, running for the first down, spun around. Can mix it up with the pass as well. Drops back once more, flares it out, and overthrows his intended target, JJ. It's one of the keys for Morgan State. Can they convert once more on 3rd down? And yes, they're able to do so as the pass complete. 4-yard line of North Carolina Central. They hand it off on the ground. In motion, a player, and flipped out and quickly into the hands of Abdou Diop. And Diop to lean a little bit more on the ground game, switching things up. And here on the first down carry and a good pick, the clock and counting. Once again, into the hands of Johnson, and Johnson sprinting through. Not an indication of what they saw last week, but the pressure coming from Jabril
on this drive with points on the board.
Puts it up again, this time. Goal, trying to get the Bears on the board first, and is successful in doing so.
Never gets too low, plays at an even keel, and the game moves slowly to him, which makes him so dense.
Collier instead sprints out, tries to block for his quarterback, Davius Richard. Alliteration there. On first down, looking, and Anthony experienced secondary. So they're trying to keep everything in front for sure, and that pass leads. A&M could very well meet at the end of the season. A lot to be determined between now and then. As Dominique Anthony, 6 completions to 5 different receivers, hands it off here, and having success. 3rd and short, got to get to the 49 of North Carolina Central. Hard running once.
Now Central's like, okay, that's enough. We're going to crowd the line of scrimmage and make you throw the football.
And what do they do? Into the hands. Dominique Anthony finds a man. Another 3rd down upcoming. Can the Bears convert? Right at the said, look, we're not a one-hit wonder. We're here to stay, as Davius Richard on first down elects the RPO to keep it himself, and he's wrapped up by the head coach back in 2019. Last play of the quarter, Latrell Collier gets stuck right and design it rather.
Yes, if you come to the campus, you can see that you athletically to be just as prominent as we are academically.
Well, here on 3rd and 20, so strong run on first down. On 2nd down, they pass it out to Demir Shipley, quarterback, and creating space for the running backs as well. And that went in. 2 to go on the play clock. They get the snap off. Richard surveying the field. He's feeling the pressure, gets it away. Pass is complete. One of the Eagles dial up, feeling the pressure, gets the ball away. Here on 2nd down and 10. Anthony hands the ball off. That's Myrie. Anthony looking, feeling the pressure from Jaden Flaker, and bounces the throw.
Games they've had this year, they've had to come from behind in 2 of those games after being down by double.
For Matt Leone to get going and see his Eagles play the way they played before. Davius Richard says he can be the spark plug. As don't have far to go as they hand it off to Latrell Mookie. Few teams have made extra trips down the Bull City. Latrell Collier looking for space. On 3rd and 8, Richard, pressure from the backside, and he's brought down that he has been. 1st and 10 for Morgan State. And 10, just over 4 minutes to go in the first half.
Not able to get things going. Only have 40 yards in total offense going into this drive.
And the hit with him, Keith Jenkins Jr., a playmaker, an athlete who's...
Need to kind of get the campus going a little bit more.
As they need to get Davius Richard going a little bit. Pass rusher in this defense. 3rd and 7 in traffic. Get with Richard. The handoff, it's fumbled, picked up by Davius Richard. Right place, right time. Gain. And Latrell Collier gets him into Bears territory. Press since taking over the load emerged late last season. They hand it off to Collier once again. To a big fat 0 on the scoreboard thus far on 2nd and 9. And Collier running downhill.
So we made some adjustments at halftime, and we're going to come out and play a little bit better the second half.
Offensive.
To extend this drive. Started at the 40. Davius Richard. And there is Lawrence Richardson. The kick is up, and it's straight through the uprights and good. Even try to stop the run, but the success they've had through the air has seen a nice balance as the handoff.
Carolina Central.
The handoff, and Jabril Johnson 20. Anthony looking, and what a catch made as it hauled. They do indeed hand it off, some space for Miles Myrie. And Myrie, the coordinator, is working with some youngsters who've held up well as Davius Richard, 1 of 8 tonight on third downs. Davius Richard escaping pressure, looking for somewhere to go. And they're going for it here. The push up front, and Davius Richard has the right of Richard. Receives the snap. Looks, and the pass. They hand it off to Jamari Taylor, and Taylor is tackled. And that's good enough. Back limping, Collier gets the toss. And Latrell Mookie Collier trying to run his Smith in motion. He gets out the pocket, but again, right there with Richard has a man, finds him into the end. First touchdown of
Touchdown of the game.
Olivo converts on the point. Here on 1st and 20.
13, you start to wonder how we're going to get points in this game.
We're here on a strong run on reception by Tynez Warner. The handoff to Latrell.
To a big play in the passing game.
Handles the high snap, holds on to it as Davius Richard in the Saturday noon Eastern kickoff on ESPNU. Davius Richard here, 3rd and 4, tipped up, and the pass incomplete. Coming up with it, high snap, handoff to Jamari Taylor. He's back on the field. 2nd and 9. Davius Richard zips it out, pass incomplete game for the Eagles. Richard once again sharply into the hands. 10 times this season on the ground. They call number 11, but how about the man in motion? 3rd and 3. Once again, high snap, rolling to his right, looking nowhere to go with the football, tries to goal kicker. Correction, it's 22 yards out, they say. And it's up and through. Because
they're not even close to that. I'm messing with you.
I say that only because as Anthony escapes, team that was 4-8 in 2019, then COVID hit. 2021, they had a 4th and 3 as Central going for it here. They hand it off, and there, North Carolina Central is less than 3 minutes away from doing so. Eric Hunter stops as Central brought home their 4th HBCU National Championship. This one, his longest attempt of the night, 41-yarder. And it is good. Here on the carry, there's J.J. Davis, and Davis.
Realize and protect the football against Morgan State.
A deep shot taken and into the header. 33. Puts the Bears right back in it, the extra point. And they're able to